What if I told you that a single key could flip two strangers' lives upside down, turning an ordinary day into a deadly game of secrets, betrayal, and second chances? The story begins on a rainy night where we see a man wearing plastic gloves. We then see another man in a suit, boots, and carrying an umbrella. Suddenly, the killer gets out of the car, stabs the man in the stomach, and hides him in the trunk of the vehicle. After this, we meet Harry. He wanted to be an actor, but couldn't find a job. He didn't even have a penny and was very upset with his life. Suddenly, his landlady knocked on the door and said she had brought noodles for him. She then demanded that he pay the rent by tomorrow morning, or else she would throw him out of the house. She also told Harry to take a bath because the whole house smelled like gutters. So, he went to a public sauna to clean up. At the sauna, Harry noticed a man named Jack, who was wearing a precious watch. Harry realized Jack must be very rich. As Harry was bathing, Jack entered the sauna as well. Suddenly, the soap slipped from Harry's hands and fell near Jack. Harry bent down to pick it up and noticed Jack's locker key. He changed his mind and swapped Jack's key with his own. Later, when Jack was taken to the hospital, Harry went to the locker room and opened Jack's locker. As soon as Harry saw what was inside, he went straight to his landlady and paid all his debts. He returned money to everyone he had borrowed from, then sat in Jack's luxurious car, thinking it all might be a dream. But the truth was, Jack now thought his name was Harry, because that's what the doctors told him. In fact, Jack had lost his memory due to a head injury. When Harry found out, he panicked and left immediately. Now, Jack didn't know who he was or what he was doing, but he promised Lena that he would definitely return her money. When Lena took him home, she asked his name and age, but Jack didn't know. Seeing such a luxurious house left him stunned. He had never seen such wealth in his life. While exploring the house, he found many uniforms belonging to Jack, heard news of an accident on the radio, and immediately left. He wanted to return Lena's money, but she said they could meet again later for that. Meanwhile, Harry was enjoying the luxurious house and relaxing. Jack was still trying to find out more about himself, so he decided to talk to people in the neighborhood. He knocked on their doors, but everyone thought he was a salesman, and he didn't understand why. A few minutes later, Lena came back and saw Jack lying on the ground. He was trying to smoke a cigarette, but was struggling. Lena took him to her aunt's restaurant. Although her aunt didn't want to hire Jack, Lena convinced her. The aunt agreed, but only on two conditions. Jack had to speak kindly and smile more. Back at the house, Harry found many fake ID cards and passports, and a folder with a lot of information about a girl from the neighborhood, Chang-ju. Then he heard a noise on the police radios in the house and realized it must be a policeman. He thought Chang-ju must have lost a case and that Jack would be responsible for her care. Harry tried to find Chang-ju's house and met many people in the building, but not Chang-ju. Eventually, he realized the noise was coming from the upstairs room, so Chang-ju must have lived there. After some time, Harry went outside, knocked on the door, and introduced himself as her new neighbor. With his knife skills, Jack became a very good chef, and because of his new dishes, the restaurant started getting crowded. A few days later, Lena came to his house with Jack and told him she had 25 stars. Lena explained it was the calendar from the previous month. After Lena left, Jack turned the page and saw he had to go somewhere tomorrow. Actually, they were all actors going to a set. Now, Jack was living Harry's life, so after reading his name, he went to work with those people. But on set, he made a lot of mistakes. Meanwhile, Harry saw Chang-ju and noticed a man following her, the same man he had seen on Jack's board. He brought Chang-ju to the parking area, avoiding the man's eyes. After the shoot, Jack got paid and saw his father's name on a list. From there, the silent club ended. Later, Jack told Lena that before the accident, he was trying to become an actor, and now he would work twice as hard to fulfill his dream. On the other hand, Lena went back to her house to check if she had gone on the wrong date and realized she might have to go the next day. While on the film set, Jack apologized to Lena because he felt he had interrupted and spoiled the scene. But actually, the director was very happy with his fighting skills. On the next Thursday, Chang-ju once again arrived with her luggage. At Jack's next shoot, he had to speak some lines, but was having trouble remembering them. When the director called for action, Jack forgot his lines and only said 2 words, but the director loved it. Days passed, and Harry slowly won Chang-ju's trust. They became very close and started liking each other. Meanwhile, Jack continued shooting for his next episode, but the hero didn't show up. Then a phone rang at Jack's real house, and Harry picked it up. The caller asked Harry to meet him as soon as possible. Harry arrived at the meeting wearing sunglasses and a mask. The men there told Harry he had to complete his mission soon, or if Eun-ju went to the police, there would be trouble. At the same time, a man was secretly listening to the meeting. The hero of the series was so jealous of Jack that he actually hit Jack on the head during a fight scene. Jack was furious but smiled and asked if he had taken a beating. A few days later, Jack wrote his name on his legs, not thinking much about it. Jack realized he was a policeman sent to protect Eun-ju, but he had actually fallen in love with her and wanted to be together forever. But then, the goons of a rich businessman killed Eun-ju and Harry. Later that night, as Jack was returning home, it started raining heavily, and a song played on the radio, slowly reminding Jack of everything about his past life. He began to remember the days before the accident. Jack revealed that he was not actually a murderer. Whenever someone was sent to kill a person in the underworld, Jack would meet the target and tell them everything about the death contract. Jack didn't want them to die. In this way, he made people happy on both sides without killing anyone. Jack explained that someone had given him a mission to kill Eun-ju because she had a secret flash drive that could expose a rich businessman. But Eun-ju said she couldn't leave Harry alone because his life was also in danger. Harry, in desperation, told her to go away and not worry about him. But Jack had a plan. To succeed, they would have to put on a tremendous performance. Otherwise, if anyone realized Jack was alive, the rest of the killers would eliminate him. Finally, Jack went to meet Lena for the last time and told her everything. Lena got very angry and said she didn't care about his past life. He was enough for her now. But after Jack left, Lena didn't feel right and followed him in an ambulance. Jack pretended to kill Eun-ju in front of everyone and pointed the flash drive at the businessman. As soon as the goon moved forward to pick it up, Jack appeared and stunned everyone. They soon realized Jack was another killer called by the businessman. In fact, several calls had been made to kill Eun-ju and Harry, and some of those calls came to Jack's different phones. Harry and Jack fought, but suddenly the whole plan was shattered when Lena collapsed. Jack tried to push her away, but she insisted on staying. She even dropped the fake knife from Jack's hand. Jack pointed at Eun-ju, and at the press of a button, a huge container fell on him. The goons came to check the container to see if he had died. Right there, Jack was trying to silence Lena. During this time, Harry spilled fake blood from under the container, tricking the goons into thinking they were all dead. Jack followed Lena to the ambulance and told her his real age was 45. Lena didn't say much and left him at her TV set. During the shoot, Jack spoke his lines as if he was talking to Lena. He said that by law he should go away, but he couldn't do that because he had also fallen in love. Now, he wanted to erase his old existence and stay with her. Lena was very happy with this, and together, they decided to start a new life. And that's how one key changed everything for two lives. What would you do in their place? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more movie breakdowns. Thanks for watching.